sideline, head coach Raheem Morris. He's hoping his guys will put forth a winning effort despite being out of the playoff race with just 3 wins on the year. Across from him on the Bucs sideline, Todd Bowles. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Under center, it's the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner as you get a look at Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play,
and right away he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game. Oh, this is blocked. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they're able to retain possession.
The Buccaneers offense and their running back, Bucky Irving, getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. And he loses the football a second time. And the Falcons grab it. Inside the 10. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And now it's blocked. The Bucs pick it up. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Well, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown of protection that led to the block.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
Exactly right, Doctor. Put the crowd oath. First Gino Hahn right now themselves on offense.
I like that. No one's mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The man is a broker. You talk about this Falcon defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
At the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now they show jet sweep, but instead are right up the middle here. Still fighting for more. Then he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark it at the 5. 43 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are back within a score. That's why you got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stays.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Buccaneers 9.
So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd.
Midfield down to the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A play fake. Now Penix. Got an open man. It's McLeod. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
It's a gain of 27 yards. And the Falcons first down.
They'll go play action here with Penix. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down.
It's 2nd down and goal.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Penix. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Robinson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field. Now that you turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down. Now they lose it.
Gain of 18. And a first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
A run up the middle with Irving. And so we're in the maneuver. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Bucky Irving with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's break some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this 1st half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the 1st half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And he's going to go down again. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Robinson. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10. At their own
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So halftime is all right. We'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. Well, Charles, in that 1st half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point, and now he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the 1st half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now Penix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 2 yards to go, second down.
Second and 2 at the Buccaneers' 46-yard line.
He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
Gain of 6. And the Falcons first down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now Penix going to hold on to it. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10.
Falcons first down. First and 10 at the
Robinson on a give right side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
In motion, the tight end. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Penix working out of the gun here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
So out come the Bucs now. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on first and 10. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Looking left side of his got a man. That's Evans. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On the handoff, this is Irving. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. This is caught by Evans. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line.
Complete to number 13, Mike Evans. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a first and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Play fake. Mayfield. There he goes, right side. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. My, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Now Penix going to hold on to it. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a home. Here comes second down and 5. They'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Charles, what a big drive late in the fourth quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the fourth quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, and now some trickery. They fake the spike. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be caught. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. Time running out, and the Bucs use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Well, that is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We've called a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch?
And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The throw out wide going to be incomplete. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Tampa Bay, the win gets them to 5-9 now on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Panthers next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Hi everyone, Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Lots to get to. We'll begin in Glendale, Arizona. The Cardinals at home to take on the Los Angeles Rams. And it's Marvin Harrison Jr. He's going to pull this one in, and then he sets his sights towards the end zone. 52 yards, touchdown. The Cardinals continue their winning ways. They move to 9-4 with the victory here. From there, why don't we go to Cleveland? Let's check in on the Browns as they host the Tennessee Titans. And it's the rookie, the #1 pick in the draft, Cam Ward. Well done here. It's a touchdown. The Titans get it done on the road as they come away with the victory. Lastly, let's go over to MetLife Stadium. The Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins. And let's sit back and watch Devon Achane. He gets a seal here, and a seal here, and up the alley he goes. The Dolphins accomplish what they set out to do as they come away with the road victory. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hansen saying good night. We'll see you next week right here on EA Sports.